Good morning, good morning. Let me know when you can hear me. Please type in the chat if you can hear me. Hey Billy, how are you? Hi Brandon. Thanks Dilly. Good morning MJ. Oh Bumblebee Bee, good morning. Welcome Bumblebee, being your first time. Usually the best way and the strongest way to get messages is to ask for something specific, like a message from a specific person. If you're asking about a specific person, if you give me their name and age when they passed, that helps connect more strongly to the energy. Morning, Brandon. Yeah, if you're here and you ask regular questions, please can you make sure to support me energetically, either by making comments on my other videos, or I've got my Buy Me a Coffee link at the top. I need just $3 more to be able to take a small payment out of that Buy Me a Coffee. We are struggling a bit financially at the moment. My husband's not able to work, so any tips or donations would be greatly appreciated. And if you can't do financial, then comments on my other videos really help me out. So Brandon, I see you every week, and you ask the same question every week, but I don't really see you in my other videos, so I'm starting to feel a bit depleted in the energy exchange with you. So if you could do that for me, that would be fantastic. Just go and watch my other videos and leave comments, because that is really what helps the energy exchange. Hello MJ, hello. Oh no, your mother passed. Sorry to hear that, MJ. Hey, yeah, we've had a bit of a tough time. My husband, they thought he had a stroke, so we had to rush him to hospital, and turns out thankfully he had not had a stroke. But yeah, this happened last night, and they're still not sure what's wrong with him. His speech is slurring, and he's mentally confused, and he hasn't been able to work for a while. So yeah, it's been a energetically and emotionally a very difficult time. Anyway, thank goodness they were able to do the tests and it was not a stroke. So, Bumblebee. Oh yeah, that's fun, Brandon. Yeah, the membership is very helpful as well. Yep. But just to see some other conversational exchange or energetic exchange, even just a comment, it really does help the energy exchange. I really do appreciate your membership, and I do appreciate you being here every week. So how it works is I go back and I start with the first question asked, and then I work right through. Let's see, go back. Okay. What happened? The first questions, I'm not seeing them. Wait. Our internet is going to be upgraded in our area, so that is going to be really useful. They're putting in fiber optic cables. Okay, let's see. Brandon, what does Spirit have in store for you for the week? Brandon. Whoa, that one jumped out for you. Strategist. Project thinking, looking ahead. So this is about not going into the week blindly. Wow. Mystic, being connected spiritually. Love maker. Wow. The very strong energy of love. And this one says empath, and that says mystic. So this is about tapping into your spiritual side this week, but having strategy, the strategic thinker. And I'm thinking what this is making time for whatever your spiritual practice is. And see there, Archer, align with your values. So this is about taking time out for yourself, taking time out for mental and spiritual renewal. And there's one other card. Let me one of these for you, Brandon. One of these. Wow. Star. And that again is about guidance. I think I've got the wrong glasses on. Change my glasses. Yeah, today I'm just feeling very drained. I think it's just sitting in the hospital with my husband for hours and hours and not knowing what was going to happen. So this one's for you, Brandon. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. So it's about the planning, the strategy card, giving yourself time spiritually, mentally, emotionally, just to connect with spirit in whatever way you do it. It might be going for walks, it might be prayers, it might be meditations, whatever it is. And almost with this hard times are over card, it's almost letting go of something that might be holding you back. But making sure that you make spiritual practice a priority. Okay. I hope that helps you there, Brandon. Hello, Hilary Ware, M. Smith. Hello, Sydney. Oh, MJ, thank you very much. Sending prayers for your husband for a speedy recovery. Yes, I mean, it was very relieving to know that he hadn't had a stroke, but also, difficult because we're not sure what's wrong with him, but very, very grateful that he hadn't had a stroke. So if you're just hopping on, my husband was, we had to rush him to hospital yesterday because they thought he had had a stroke, but thankfully he hasn't. So anyway, Bumblebee, any messages, please? Any messages for Bumblebee? Bumblebee. Any messages for Bumblebee? Any messages for Bumblebee? Oh, there's one that went flying out. Oh, I have to crawl under the table to get it. That was this one. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Let's see what else. Welcome here for your first time, Bumblebee. You'll see that I read from lots of different decks. Just depends what comes to mind when I'm doing the reading. Bumblebee, life's purpose. Wow, be open to new possibilities, and then life's purpose. This is about being aligned with not only what brings you joy, but also what makes you feel fulfilled. And it talks about manifesting your dreams. Wow. Bliss. So just now I was saying about following your joy. Dedication. So following something that brings you joy, but also that brings you that sense of satisfaction. But it's not just, life is not always a success journey, and it's not always easy. So it says dedication. Your challenges will reap rewards. And remembering to be open to new possibilities. We'll go back to this little deck. So it's about being open to new possibilities, and the dedication card is about taking action in that area. Circle, collaborate. Musician. So this is not literally about the musician, but it's about shining. It's about expressing your creativity. Is there any area of creativity that you've been drawn to, but you haven't had time to follow up on? Or if you don't know what area of creativity, and creativity doesn't have to be like being a musician or being an artist or something like that. It's about it can be about expressing yourself in any kind of way. It can be about being creative in the area of helping others. It can be about being creative in the way of just bringing a little bit of joy to somebody else's life. Pick them a flower from your garden, or compliment them on their hair, or whatever it is. Being creative, thinking of ways in which you can follow whatever path brings you that joy, that satisfaction. Sometimes it's not always joy, sometimes it's satisfaction. And look at that, the wealth card. Wow. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life, and wealth will flow. There's the strong will. You still have to be determined. That's the dedication card that we had earlier on. And your life will be transformed. So there's some areas in your life that are just really ready to blossom. But be creative and be open to those new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things, new ways of being, if that makes sense. So if anything I've said resonates with you, please leave a message in the comments. That really helps me. I don't know what I did with this pile of cards. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alrighty, if you've just joined us, welcome, welcome. Oh, now you've left another message, Bumblebee. Your dad. Okay. Just a hint when you're asking a question. I usually just see the question. I don't see your comments later on. So it's best to put in all the information right at the very start. Okay. Your dad will have been there. He will have been in those messages. But let me just pull another couple with these. Bumblebee. Happy Poppet, I am enough. And the big heart. He's just sending you so much love. So much love. And look at that. You're his little princess. You're the center of his universe. You are his wish come true. Oh. He just loves you so much. He just wants you to know that you're more than enough, and he will always love you. Send a letter to the universe. He knows that you're here. He knows that you're communicating with him. Look out for signs from him. It might be some symbols that you and he shared in common, some like family icon. For example, when we went on holiday once, we stayed in this chalet, and it was called Hoopoe. And that hoopoe is a type of bird, but we just thought hoopoe was so funny. We were little kids then, and from then the hoopoe bird became the symbol for the family, and it was sort of the joke. So if I see a hoopoe bird now, I know that my dad's sending a message to me. So that's an example. It might be to do with daisy flowers, might actually be to do with bumblebees, whatever it is. If you just watch out in your environment, not necessarily, so say for example the message, the symbol is, and it can be more than one symbol, but if one of the symbols is a bumblebee, you might start to see it everywhere. You might see it on adverts, you might see it in a movie, you might see it, you might read about a bumblebee in a book, or then see also an actual bumblebee. So there'll be, he's there, and he's wanting to communicate with you, and he's so glad you came here today. And that's my family card. Yeah, he's very glad that you came here today, so that you can know that he's watching over you. Okay. MJ, I am so sorry to hear about your mother passing. Let's see. MJ. Dilligaff says, I thought watching and liking was it. I didn't know it needs a comment. We'll start to comment. Yeah, it's if you comment, even just leave it an emoji on videos, that really helps the algorithm send it out to other people. And so yeah, everybody says, you know, like and subscribe, but the commenting is really, it's one of the main things that YouTube looks at. Okay. MJ, I'm just need to center my energy. I don't know if the butterfly is for MJ or for somebody else, but the butterfly just caught my eye. MJ. Oh, just getting a bit of sadness happening here. Sleepy. Okay, MJ. Passion. That's love. That's love that never dies. Not necessarily love, not necessarily romantic love, although that pose there looks a little romantic. It's unending love. Your mother will love you forever and for always. She will never let you go. You will always be with her, and she will always be with you. Weaving. She's very proud of the life that you have and are creating for yourself. You have created and are creating for yourself. Renewal. It was her time to go. Her time to be renewed in spirit. It's just very strong energy of love. That's why I needed a minute at the beginning just to censor myself, because it's just very strong, fierce energy. Hope. She hopes that you will walk through the grief. The grieving process is natural, but she hopes that you will have many more years of love and joy, and yeah, it's a very interesting card. It's this guy is almost like in a bit of a dark forest, but he's there to sort of lead the way. So just knowing that you have hope in your life and you will not be alone. Oh, insights. It's almost as though she now realizes even more just how much she loves you and just how much you love her. Just how unbreakable that bond is. This ideas card is about inspiration. When the time is right, she will be communicating with you just by an inner knowledge, an inspiration, a gut feeling. When you get a thought or an idea, or sort of like a random idea in your mind, that will she'll be there. She'll be putting thoughts in your mind, just not in a weird creepy way, but just you'll have an inner knowing, an inner sense of knowing. What else? Messages for MJ. Messages for MJ. Oh, my voice is heard in the world. It's almost as though she's calling out to you, just wanting to connect, just wanting you to know how important you are to her. And she hears you. She hears your sadness. She sees your sadness. My wishes float easily into the world. Yeah, she just, she will be there along the way to open doors for you. And when your time is right, and it's many years from now, she will be there at the pearly gates waiting for you. Waiting when you're ready. When you pass, she will be there. Oh, letters. The world loves me. Letters to the universe. Keep talking to her, because she can hear you. She can hear you. She sees you. She hears you. You can still ask her for advice. You can still chat to her. I'm grateful and I'm blessed. She just feels so blessed to have had you as part of her family. What else? What else? MJ. What else? MJ. Time capsules. Yeah, she's just remembering the good times. And look at that. Again, the little princess, she's looking after you. She just views you as this incredible, amazing being. You know how when somebody has a baby or a small child and people look at the child and they go, oh, they see so much potential. She still sees you with so much potential. Okay. Let's see what else. MJ. Magic circle. The magic starts with me. It's almost as though she's saying, believe in yourself. But that's also about protection. Protection. She will keep you protected. Let's see. The world. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. What else? Tell us, MJ's mom. What else? Oh, these cards now. Message for MJ. Message for MJ. Message for MJ. Mystic. Seek. Know that I'm always with you. Contemplate. Remember me kindly, or remember me with love. Not just remember the good times. Remember the good times. And seek is about being aware and being open to messages that I send you always. I'm just getting a... She wants me to draw an animal card, and this will be the last message. MJ. Oh, the bee. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. And so this is about, you're a person that gives a lot. Be open to receiving as well. There you go. Wow, what a beautiful, sweet message. MJ, I hope that that resonates with you. If I read a message for you and anything particularly resonates, there might be imagery in the cards or something like that, please let me know, because that helps me energetically. I've lost the pile. Okay. So, anybody who's just joined, thank you very much for being here. Ask your questions. We were just talking earlier about when you're watching your favorite YouTubers, and if you're watching me, my other videos, please leave comments on the videos, even just an emoji, because that's the thing that really, really helps the channel. Hillary Ware, I hope your virus cleared up. Please, could you... Yeah, I don't think I had a virus so much as I've got this TMJ. It's the jaw. Good morning, Thaldy. Thank you for your super chat. That's very kind of you. Thaldy. Please, could you give my dad John and baby son Kieran all my love? Hillary, they know that you send all your love, and you can tell them yourself anytime. Okay, they hear you very clearly. They see you very clearly. Let's see what messages they have for you. Joy. You are their joy. They watch you and you bring so much joy to them. And of course they're together and they bring each other joy. Purpose. It's almost as though they have a purpose together on the other side. And their purpose is watching you grow and thrive. Power. They want you to know just what a powerful woman you are. Progression. Yeah, they watch how you move through life and they're just so proud of you. Okay, what else? Kieran and John. Kieran and John. Oh. This is Kieran just saying, he hopes that you rest easy. He hopes that you know that his passing was not your fault. Nothing you could do or say could have prevented it. And he really hopes that you sleep well at night. That you have that peace in your heart. and that you just celebrate the little time that you had with him. And that's family. You are so important to them. You're all part of a family, and you will be together again. And it's not going to be any time soon, but when the time is right, they will be there waiting for you. They just wish all good things. It says, I can give good things to myself and others. This is almost like if you've been feeling bad or feeling like you needed to punish yourself for something, don't, because there's nothing you could have done to have avoided the situation. Be good to yourself and be good to others. The best way you can honor them and their love for you is by being good to yourself, and by realizing what an incredible, wonderful person you are. Time capsule. It's almost as though, I don't know if this is the time capsule that you might have for Kieran, but there's just so much love around that baby. And that's Kieran's direct message. I'm loved and I'm grateful and I'm blessed. He felt so loved during his time with you, and nothing can decrease his love for you. Nothing can decrease his love for you. Let's see. Kieran and John. Rejuvenating rain. Interesting. There's a waterfall and a waterfall. It's almost as though they want you to re-energize, rejuvenate. Give yourself, look at that. Clear the past and heal the present. It's almost as though something around Kieran's passing might be holding you back. And they just want you to wash away any the deep sorrow. And obviously you will always have sorrow, but whatever it is that you feel that you could have done better on, I'm getting very much, you were the mother that he needed at the time, and when it was his time, unfortunately it was his time. Look at that. You are a beacon for others. You are a beacon for others. They just love you and are so proud of you. Hold the course. Hold the course. Don't, this is like, keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself. You are incredible. And sorry, I'm getting a bit choked up. You were the miracle in their lives. I'm getting. Celebrate. I bring joy to the world. This is Kieran. This was his task and his purpose, even though it was a short life, was to bring joy to the world. And he really hopes that that's what you remember, the joy that he brought you. The joy that he brought you. And now his message for you is look after yourself. Self-care. I look after myself. Body, mind, and soul. He's coming across very strongly, more so than John. And look at all these. It's like you look after everybody else. But it's important for you to look after yourself. And look at that. You are enough. I overflow with the energy of creation. Look at all these cats and all these birds, almost like you're feeling burdened and weighed down, and they just want you to feel with that one here, just rejuvenate. Look after yourself as much as you look after others. Okay, Hillary. And I'm just feeling very called to share this story with you, Hillary. And I don't know if it'll help you. When my son was tiny, he must have been maybe 4 months old, maybe 5 months old, round about that age, he stopped breathing in his bed. I didn't know about it. I would not have known anything about it, except my husband had bought a baby monitor alarm, which I'd never ever heard of, and I thought he was mad in his head when he suggested this. You put it underneath the mattress, and it actually detects whether or not the child's breathing. I've never heard of this before. Nobody had ever told me about this before. And so he bought this alarm, and we actually went away. We went away for the weekend. It was our first weekend away. And he insisted on bringing this monitor alarm, which you put the pad underneath the mattress. And then if the baby stops breathing, it makes a screaming sound, and then it wakes you up. And so we took this alarm with us, and the alarm went off, and I jumped up and got him up and managed to resuscitate him. But I had no idea, no inkling. I always thought that, if my baby stopped breathing, I would know. There would be something in me as a mother that I would know. I would be able to save him. But the only thing that saved him was that technology that my husband had insisted we get, and I thought he was absolutely mad. So I'm just sharing that story because as a mother, I know that my child, I felt like I should have known if something bad happened to him in the middle of the night, and I had no idea whatsoever. I was dead asleep. Anyway, I just share that with you because my experience with a little baby that he was blue when I got to him. He was blue. That's how long he'd stopped breathing for. You think as a mother that you'd be able to always save them from whatever happens. But the truth is we can only do our best. And, in my situation, it had a happy ending. But that was only because my husband had heard of this. Let's call it an angel alarm. And I don't know why all medical staff don't tell you about it. Why parenting groups don't tell you about it. I never ever heard of it before, and very few people I know of still know about it today. So, and maybe that might be a message for anybody on here who's pregnant or who's got family members who are pregnant. It's as a mother, you think you should know. And I honestly, if my husband had not bought that alarm, I would not have had any awareness or any knowledge that something had happened to my son. It was just, I thought I would feel it inside. I thought that, as a mother, I would have this, some instinct to wake me up or something. But yeah, it didn't happen like that. I was fast asleep. In fact, it was the best night's sleep I'd ever had since the baby was born. I think it was one of the first times he was sleeping through the night. Anyway, so John especially wants you to have this message. The horse, the freedom. Your heart is pure and free. Whatever's weighing you down around Kieran's passing or any other thing, your heart is pure and free. There's no blame to be had. There's no, if you have regrets, it's important to try and put them aside to live your life. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. And so they just want you to be like a wild horse, free. But also remember, there's Kieran the baby, and there's adults. You're never alone, and you're never... the love around you is just so strong. And it's interesting that, look how many... I'm getting that John and Kieran are around you always, but so are others. There are others around you always as well. And one more on this. Kieran is very concerned about you making sure that you give yourself permission to have the best life ever. That's the best way you can honour them, is by having the best, the most fulfilled life. Illusionist. It might be that you're presenting one way to the world, but you're feeling inside something completely different. Like you're feeling worn down. And the alchemist, change. This is talking about they wish you could see yourself the way they see you. Sovereign, reclaim, persevere, govern, remember the good times. Look at that rainbow bridge. Artist, dream, design, craft, create, be creative. And one of your best creations is and always will be Kiran. Dance, enrapture, embody. This is about freedom of movement, not being stuck. And one more. Wow. Boundaries, looking after yourself, setting boundaries. This is like this card here, the self-care card, almost like you take on too much. That concern that you take on too much. Have boundaries and look after yourself. I hope this message resonates with you, Hillary. I hope that you're still here. And there's such a sense of love and peace and almost reverence about the way that they feel about you. It's really important to remember that. Okay. Good morning, everybody that's here. I'm not going to go too long today. Really am exhausted. My husband was rushed to the hospital yesterday. Thankfully, he's back home now, but they thought he had had a stroke, and it was a very difficult time. They're not exactly sure what's happening with him, but anyway. Okay. Emma Smith, you hope that my jaw is better. Yeah, it's a bit better. I think I'm grinding my teeth, and I think one of my teeth. Well, I know one of my teeth is moving. So, M. Smith, will things improve for you? There, step into your power. You have the power within you. Progression. Whatever's happening is part of life. Purpose. It's important for you to set goals, to see where you might be heading. What is it that gives you purpose? And I went through a very difficult time, and everybody said, follow your joy, and I'm like, I don't have any joy. Okay, nothing brings me joy. But the thing that really helped me figure out my purpose was about what provided me with a sense of satisfaction, what made me feel like I was satisfied. And look at that. Sorceress. Summon, conjure, weave, enchant. This is about creating the future that you want. The power is within you. Luminary. Activate, impact, determine. Yeah, this is about taking charge of your life in a way, not just being satisfied with circumstances that have been thrown your way. Thinking about how else you can be deliberate about where your life is going. But it's important to look after yourself. Cleansing waters, purification, activates vibrant life force. Activate, and we've got activate. Activate is often the little seed that grows, and then the greenery pushes through the soil. That's activate, where you move from one stage in your life to another. And look at that. Choosing your path, all is possible. That's a summary of everything that I was saying here. Choosing your path, all is possible. So being deliberate about the path that you're, and knowing that the power is within you. So yes, your circumstances can and will improve, but you need to be deliberate about choices. And now sometimes I know we're stuck in a difficult situation, but it's still important for you to be thinking about where you don't want to be and where you do want to be. And even if you can only take tiny little steps in that direction. What did it say? Choose your path. All is possible. Excellent. Dilly Gaff says, Rainbow, I hope your husband heals rapidly. Oh, thank you, Dilly. Yes, he's had this sort of slurred speech for about 3 or 4 days, and when he went to the GP, they were like, oh no, you need to go straight to hospital. So, but he is back home now. They've done some tests, and they don't think it's anything like life-threatening. But he has been unwell for a few months, but before that, and he really hasn't been able to work or anything. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the next step is, but we will see. We will see. Thank you for your prayers, MJ, for my husband's recovery. Michelle Eccles, good morning, good morning. Bumblebee, you like gardening? Oh, yes. That's a great way to be creative, to be outside, to just take the focus off life's difficulties. That's a very good creative endeavor. And even if you don't feel like you can do much in the garden, you know, get a little bean and plant. I remember when we were about 13 or whatever at school, we had to plant these beans and then they would grow. And grow tomatoes on your windowsill, something like that. Even herbs. Herbs are great because they grow easily. Bumblebee says, thank you. Great reading. My pleasure. Oh, Rose Quartz, hello. How are you? Haven't seen you for a few weeks. Oh, no, I think you might have been here last week. Anyway, I'm so tired. I spent the night in the hospital with my husband. They thought he had had a stroke, and then they had to rush him to the hospital, and it was very, very stressful. Anyway, turns out he didn't have a stroke, which is such a blessing. Yeah. Bumblebee says, the last thing he said to me, I was, happy little girl. I smell his air freshener quite often. And that, if you smell a scent of somebody that you know that has passed on, that is a direct message from him for him to tell you that he is with you. And spirits can, I don't want to say manipulate, but they can bring forward a scent that you remember. So, yes, everything I read for you, Bumblebee, is a confirmation. Bettina, good morning, good morning. Rose Quartz, could you ask my beloved Tom, why does my cat Bruce scream at night? The vet doesn't see any physical reason, and Bruce doesn't appear to be suffering from dementia. Oh, Rose Quartz, goodness. Okay, let's connect with Tom and find out. Let me just take a drink. Which cards? I'm just digging around here to see. Why is Bruce screaming at night? I'll try this. Affirmation of the fairy cats. Oh, look at that. Tommy's in the house. Tommy's in the house, and he's saying this is the right deck of cards. For those of you who don't know, Tom and Rose Quartz met at NASA, and Tom often comes through with something to do with the stars, the planets, that kind of thing. And look at that. Look at the shooting star. Wow. And Tom is very, very clever at communicating with the cards. So And look at the message on that card. Freedom. I'm free from earthly pain. But he's also funny. Who would have thought that card even existed? Hello, my love. I'm here. I'm here. You see it's written in the stars. Our love is written in the stars. But I know you wanted to ask about the cat, so there I am. Oh, dear. There's a cat pulling a tongue. It's almost like he's like, hey, here I am. That's just his naughtiness, his playfulness. Okay. He's just... Oh, he makes me laugh. He makes me laugh. He's just got such a joyful but irreverent kind of energy. Balance. He wants you to be balanced. Okay, Tom, tell us about this cat. Bruce. Why is Bruce screaming? Why is Bruce screaming at night? This is disturbing for Rose, and we need your help. Mindfulness. Okay, tell us more. Death. This doesn't necessarily mean death, but it's an ending card. Ending and a new beginning. Does that mean there's something wrong with the cat that the vet isn't seeing? No, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting literal death. With the mindfulness, I'm getting almost like, and death, I'm getting almost like he's having an emotional disturbance. So mindfulness and death, so dark, mentally dark, he's having an emotional disturbance. That's weird. Am I on the right track there, Tom? Is that what's happening with poor Bruce the cat? Why? And why is he feeling he needs relaxation? Blossom. I'm getting almost some kind of a change would help him to relax and blossom. Change. So death card is a change. So I'm getting here, Rose, maybe a change of like his food that you give him. This relaxation is bringing me in mind of catnip. Does Bruce like catnip? Maybe give him catnip. Maybe change the place where he sleeps. If he sleeps on a pillow or a cushion, refresh it, put a new one out, get a new blanket for him. Some kind of change will help him to relax and blossom. So it could be his food. It could be, I'm getting very much catnip here. Yeah, he's just feeling mentally, he's feeling a bit stressed. I'm getting he's feeling stressed. So is there something that you can do to help him relax at night? Maybe a warm saucer of milk before bed. Just something to change the bedtime routine. Maybe he's concerned or scared about going out. I don't know if he goes out or using the pan at night, you know, when he goes to the toilet. Something like that. But think about things that you can do to help him relax before bed. That might be giving him a little massage, getting him some catnip, changing his diet, especially whatever he eats at night. Maybe even giving him something like fish that you're eating or that kind of thing. But I'm getting very much that he needs to help relaxing at night, changing the nighttime routine, maybe even putting on some relaxing music, something like that. Yeah, it will work. Deep. He's just a very deep cat. He's very spiritually aware. Look at that. That's an interesting card. It says tenacity. It's like I'm getting that he's holding on to stress. And look, the wings are almost like bat wings, and there's a moon there. Something that's just disturbing him. Whimsy. Nurture. Just, yeah, nurture him a bit, and you might see a metamorphosis. Yeah, so I'm getting something about change the bedtime routine, change up what he's eating at night, change maybe even the if he's got a cat pan for going to the toilet, change the type of crystals he has, do something, but especially in the evening time, maybe change the routine. Yeah, he's feeling stressed, poor thing. Maybe that summer it will come to the other side. Have faith, my love, have faith. I'm there over the rainbow bridge waiting for you with all my love. Keep strong. He's so proud of you, how strong you are. And he's like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Oh, my love for you is written in the stars. Oh, I miss you. I'm lonely without you. You are my sunshine. You're the beauty in my world. I love you forever. And that environment card. Oh, you're the center of his universe. And there he is across the rainbow bridge. But I'm also getting that environment. Is something about the environment that you can change that's making poor Bruce feel a bit wild. And if there's something in the environment that you can change, he will sleep peacefully. Look at that, the sleep card. Oh, you are my family. Oh, let's see what else Tom has. I felt called to pull out these cards. This is the Earth Warriors Oracle. So anyway, he's given us a lot of suggestions to come back and tell us how poor Bruce is doing. Something that's stressing him at night. Just change the environment, change the... My word. I don't even know how these cards got in here. They're not even from this deck. Hummingbird Miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars from your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. He loves you so much. Peacock Vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. It's almost like he's got this playful kind of jealousy with you. Like he's jealous of how amazing you are. It's just sort of a joke. It's I don't know if you used to joke about who was more clever or what, but that's a bit of a joke. Be grateful for the life. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. I have no idea how those cards got into this deck. It's not even the same deck. Look, it's not the same deck. Wow. I'm almost getting that maybe the cat's been disturbed because Tom wanted you to come and ask some questions here, so that he could give you this message and remind you of how much he loves you. Miracles. And the wisdom of the oracle. Let's see what this one says. The tribe, that's again like family. Go the distance. He's so proud of you. He's so proud of you. It's like, don't be fed up with the cat. just keep on keeping on. He will get better. Milk and honey. And look at the rainbow there. The rainbow bridge. Remember I said maybe give him warm milk at bedtime. I know people say you shouldn't give cow's milk to cats. Well, we've always given cow's milk to our cats, and they're none the worse for it. So a practical level, maybe milk and honey. Yeah. Okay, there you go, Rose. Oh, I don't understand how those cards even got in there. So there you go. I hope that helps you, gives you some ideas. Rose, please come back and tell us how Bruce is doing. I hope he feels better. Okay. Thank you, Feldy, for your Feldy for your super sticker. If you're new here, the readings are absolutely free, but if you feel like it or you want to, go ahead and do a super sticker. Otherwise, click the pinned comment that's got the buy me a coffee. I'm hoping at least one person is going to buy me a coffee today, because I'm just $3 short of being able to take $100 out of buy me a coffee, and they don't take any fees. Buy me a coffee. We've had a bit of a tough time with my husband not being able to work, so that would be really appreciated. But again, the best thing you can do is watch my other videos and leave a comment on them, even just an emoji. That's the best thing. MJ says, thank you very much. Oh, my absolute pleasure. I'm not going to be on much longer. My mouth is getting sore again, and I had a difficult day yesterday. MJ says, the deer, wolf, and the antlers on the man, which was in front of a reindeer, are all symbols from the country I was born. Thank you again. MJ, when that antlers on the man card came up, I noticed the antlers for the first time. It caught my eye. That was the hope card. This one here. I noticed it for the first time. It caught my eye and it kind of caught my breath. But I didn't say anything. But the fact that you say the antlers, yeah, are symbolic for you. Yeah, that was definitely something that he wanted you to notice. Oh, that Spirit wanted you to notice. The deer and the wolf. Interesting. Interesting, yeah. Feldy. Oh, Feldy saying, is everything working out with your new job and your new assistant? Okay, so the new job is going very, very well. I got an assistant, and he lasted for 2 months, and then he just quit. So that was annoying. And then they said I could get a replacement assistant, which I did. And at the same time, somebody had applied who has intellectual property knowledge. She's qualified in another country. So they let me get the full-time assistant, or the part-time assistant, and the part-time, this other lady who's the intellectual property person. And together they have made such a big difference to my workflow and helping me at work. We've really been able to get the work out much quicker. And both are native Mandarin speakers. And so the trademark attorney lady, she is training the assistant lady. So the trademark lady is only going to be with me till the end of the year, because she's studying here in Australia. Then she's heading back to China. But in the meantime, she's training the other assistant about intellectual property. So it's training, if you've trained people, that can be very grueling and take a lot of time. But having one that can train the other, yeah, that's working very, very well. Very, very well. Hillary Ware, an apnea alarm. The event with your son resonated off the charts. He was a cot death. After he died, we raised a lot of money for these alarms in our area. They were a new invention back then in 1981. Oh, Hillary, I have just got absolute goosebumps. I hope you are still here. I'm getting an intuitive message from Kieran. His passing and your raising of awareness saved my son's life. Because of what you did, you raised awareness, and that is how my husband became aware of it. And that saved my son's life. Oh my God, I'm just in tears. I can't. I absolutely can't. So Kieran wants you to know, as sad as it was and as difficult as it was for you, what you did saved so many other lives, and you might not even be aware of the lives that you saved. But he wanted you to know that what you did raised the awareness, and what you did was the thing that led to it being coming to my husband's field of knowledge. And that was the thing that saved my son's life. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm finished. I'm in pieces. I'm in pieces. He's so proud of you and for what you did after his passing. You saved so many lives that you'll never know about. Thank you, thank you, thank you for using his passing to raise awareness. I'm getting like you felt like you were not a good mother to him, but you were the best mother ever because you saved so many others. You saved so many others, including my own son, who is now 22 years old. He's just got his first girlfriend. They're in love. They can't bear to be apart. They're sharing their love of sci-fi movies. They're so sweet. He's studying psychology. He's going to be a psychologist. He's going to help other people in their trauma, in their difficulties in life. It's almost like Kieran saying, Mum, you were not just my mother, you're the mother of a nation of children. Hundreds of children who wouldn't have grown to adulthood but for what you did. He wants you to know that he played a very small part in the whole thing, but how you reacted and how you responded made all the difference in the world. Oh, I can't, I'm just absolutely finished. I hope you're still here, Hillary. If you're not, I hope Hillary sees this. I can never give you enough thanks for what you did after Kieran passed, Hillary. If it wasn't for you and people like you, my big, tall, strapping 22-year-old son wouldn't be here on this earth. Wow. Please send a little heart or something if you're still here, Hillary. Kieran wanted you to know that his passing saved so many lives. Not just his passing, but what you did with his passing. How you reacted. Contentment. It allows him to rest in peace, knowing what an incredible person you are, a woman of fortitude. How you literally used his death, his passing, to spread knowledge, to spread wisdom. And look at that, the autumn. People who would have faced their own tragic loss, you turned it from autumn into something different. Freedom from death. Oh, man. This, I was not expecting this. Diversity. You never know how many people you affected in how many countries. You changed it from autumn to summer because you had faith in yourself. You brought faith to so many others. You brought life to so many others. Even though what you went through was lonely at times. You brought music to other people. You brought life to other people. You literally saved the life of so many children. And look, there was the silence. There was the silence. I would have slept right through my son's event. He was blue when I found him. I wasn't even awake by the time I got to his cot. Picked him up out of the cot and I just ran outside into the freezing cold air. And I did shake him, I must say. I gave him a little shake. No, you're not supposed to shake the baby, but I gave him a little shake. And then he took a breath and he started screaming. And he was fine. And there's Kieran. He's him and John are just playing on the other side, playing, having fun. They're good. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. I hope Hillary sees this. So proud of you, Hillary. Yeah, if anybody knows Hillary, if you're here, just make a little comment, because this you need to hear. I think Hillary might be gone. Thanks, Dillygaff. See you later. I think Hillary's gone. If anybody sees Hillary Ware on any any other channel, please tell her to come back and watch this. I don't know what time we're at, how long I've been on for. Just past the hour. Yeah. Wow. Rose quartz. Tom's blowing me a raspberry. Absolutely. Is dark energy invading my space that Bruce is sensing? No. I didn't get that at all, Rose quartz. I did not get that at all. Playfulness. No. No. I didn't get any sense of any dark reading. Not at all. You frequently wash his cushions. You've changed his food. You might have to change it again. Try the catnip. Maybe try a different cushion, completely new cushion. Looks out the window. He's an indoor cat. Okay, yep. He's very clever. Maybe he needs some toy to keep him mentally stimulated. You can get those toys. I'm talking to Rose Quartz now. You can get those toys where, for cats, where they have to do something and then it dispenses the food. We always joked about who was cleverer. Yeah. I thought I tried everything, but I haven't. Thank you. Thank you. You should receive a notification for 5 coffees. Oh, thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you. Thanks, Rose Quartz. Lily Gaff, just tried to buy a coffee, but I didn't understand what I was doing. Sorry. That's all right. Should be, if you just click on that link, it should just say that you can put in your details. But anyway. Yes, Hillary is a champion. Hillary is a champion. Oh, Hillary, you have not distressed me. You have not distressed me at all. No, you haven't distressed me. You've just brought out gratitude. Gratitude, absolute, complete, undying gratitude. You haven't distressed me at all. And just for everybody, I'm not going to read any more because this is the message that needed to come out. You haven't distressed me. No. You've floored me by your generosity and your kindness. No, you haven't distressed me. It's absolute gratitude. Absolute gratitude, and I'm amazed that somebody that I didn't know would end up being the reason that my son was saved. And that was a message that you needed to know. And this is a message for all of us. You don't know how the thing that you do impacts somebody that you will never know, you will never meet. The goodness that you spread out into the world, that ripples out into the world. No, you didn't distress me. It's absolute gratitude, absolute. I'm blown away. I'm blown away how spirit works. I'm blown away at your kindness and how you used your grief. And Kieran and John wanted you to know they're good, they're safe, they're happy, they're full of joy where they are now. But they're so, so proud of you and the difference you made in the world. And they wanted you to know in a very real and practical way. My example is just one example. There were countless children whose lives you literally saved. You are a hero, and yeah, you're an incredible person, and they couldn't be more proud of you. So no, you didn't distress me. You didn't distress me. It was just, it's just I'm stunned. I'm stunned at how spirit works. I'm stunned at how your family members are so, they wanted you to know, but they wanted me to know as well. You know how you get firefighters and people like that are heroes and they save people from burning buildings? You are just as much of a hero. You are a manifestation of pure love. And look, there's the playfulness again. They really want you to know on the other side what a difference your kindness made. New love. I think that's my 22-year-old son and his new love. I'm getting from Kieran that you're the best mother he could ever have asked for. Wow. All right, my lovely people, I'm going to leave it there. May the angels be with you now and always trust your instinct, and always trust divine timing, and always trust new beginnings. When one thing ends, something new begins. And if you follow your intuition and make something good out of something sad, you never know how many people's lives you can touch. So thank you all for being here, and I'm going to go and check in on my husband now. And I appreciate you all. I love you all. And Hillary, I'm so glad that you're on here and that we've met here on the internet. What are the chances? But I do believe that Kieran and John brought us together for a reason. Not only so that you can know that they are well, they're having fun, they're playing on the other side. There's the playfulness. But also so that you could know how many lives you changed. Well, you don't know how many lives you changed, but knowing that there's one young man who's in the world today who wouldn't have been if you had not been so kind and generous with your time and your energy. Trust that you are an incredible person, and your loss you turned into something so amazing for other people, literally saving babies' lives. Is there any more noble cause? Literally saving babies' lives. I'm just, wow. Thank you all for being here. I send you all my love. May the angels walk with you now and always. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, one of the best ways to get back to me is if you go and if you're watching, if you go and watch my other videos, if you leave a comment, even just an emoji, that really helps the channel out. And my mouse is not working.